support us very well, but surprisingly, it was nice. A couple pine needles would get into it every now and then. Okay, no, that's death. But yeah, it was kind of mostly cold. It wasn't as bad as the one after that, because there's nothing worse than just waking up with snow on your freaking face. But I kind of like the feeling of, I don't know why, it's just wow, I'm waking up with snow on my face. I don't know. Maybe you can go through in your own mind why that's interesting. Okay, so we're sleeping in the sleeping bag, right? Oh, dang, here's my last card. And then we hear these, apparently we're not everybody's sleeping. So, sorry, I'm just trying to talk while I'm playing video games. It's a little hard. I didn't take the flipping of the, I don't know what those are called, panels. I didn't take that into account. Okay. So apparently everybody's supposed to be sleeping, but one of the people that was with us, now, I might get this wrong, but you're probably only going to hear the story from me, unless you, like, personally know me and you can ask me again or something, or a friend of mine. But it's just me and the same friend, we're sleeping in the sleeping bag, we're trying to go to sleep, right? And then we hear people shooting each other with, like, BB guns or something, like they're having a... Earlier that day, we were having an airsoft gun or a BB gun war. I can't remember if it was airsoft or BB. Nah, it was BB. Okay. People are literally, like, getting up out of their pits and shooting each other. And then, I don't know for what reason, but we got involved. And people were shooting our sleeping bag, which it didn't get through and hurt us at all because, like I said, it was super thick. It's just big. But the worst part is, they stopped shooting and then just, you know, we're still trying to drift off to sleep. And then a couple minutes later, one of our, another Boy Scout, except he's like, this kid's like way older than us, like, it's pretty scary. And he comes up to our tent. Okay. You need some background knowledge for this. The friend I was sleeping in it alongside, he actually, they were yelling at each other. Like the person in my sleeping bag, my best friend, and, the other people, the people that were shooting the guns that were still up, the older people. So they were yelling at each other and like, what you gonna do? You gonna come fight me? You know, just being all dumb like that. And so my friend in the tent, he says, come over here. You won't come and wrestle me or fight me or whatever. We didn't think they did. We didn't think they would do it. But then, like, 15 minutes later, he just shows up with a super bright flashlight and starts to, like, wrestle Skylar or something. Oh, crap, I said his name. I don't know, you don't know his last name, so it... Okay. They start wrestling him. They're just fighting, and I straight up crawl deeper into the sleeping bag and just wait till it's over. No one was really hurt. I think it was just mostly playful fighting, but there was anger. They were mad at each other, and they sat there and fought with one of them in a sleeping bag, and then we just, in the end of the sleeping bag, just scared to death like I was gonna die or something. But we had leaders with us that wouldn't let people hurt each other. Although, the shovel thing, I got yelled at for that by the leaders. I'm terrible at keeping up with rules. So that happened. After that, we just went to bed. I stayed up forever on my iPad because I couldn't sleep. It's just stuff like that. You can't sleep. Speaking of which, I'm going to talk about Christmas. I don't care if it's not Christmas wherever you're watching it. I personally like to celebrate Christmas when it's Christmas, Thanksgiving when it's Thanksgiving, and Halloween when it's Halloween. And every other holiday with the same rules. But so this is not even a specific story, more just how it feels. On Christmas Eve, it's an interesting phenomenon how before you do something that you really want to do, that's just, You know, like you're about to go on a vacation, or you're about to go to a theme park, or heck, maybe even a really good birthday party. Just something exciting that's going to take up the whole day. Because usually it's only happens with this one, it's the whole day. Christmas, obviously being the biggest example. Christmas Eve just feels like forever. It just goes on and on. And you're like waiting for the sun to go down. And then it's just the longest day ever. Even though during the winter, Christmas Eve is quite close to the winter equinox. It's still, wait a minute, no, it's not the winter equinox. Dang it, I was literally learning about this in class and I got it wrong. Oh well, like I said, I'm on camera. It's like what I said in the last video. If you're on camera, or if you're just saying into a microphone, whatever, you're trying to show people something, you're gonna be wrong. You're gonna say it wrong. Winter solstice, where it's the shortest amount of daylight and the longest amount of moonlight by XXXTentacion. Get it? Because it's a song so freaking funny. Okay. And, I could have swore there's just one Christmas Eve. I don't know why, but for some reason it was so long. It legitimately felt like 3 days. Every time I checked my watch or a clock or something, it just felt like the seconds were just like tick, tick. I'd be like, wow, this is taking forever. But it's also a weird feeling because it's like, ooh, it's Christmas Eve, this is fun. You know, caroling or whatever you do on Christmas Eve, whatever your tradition is. Because it's not always about Christ. Sometimes it's about different things. I was gonna say, oh crap, there goes my cloud. Okay. Long pause. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Quit whining. This is a video. It's not like you're doing something. Dang it. Ugh, I made the same mistake last time. It feels like forever. And you like to do it. You like to do all this stuff on it. But at the same time, you want the day to end because Christmas, you know, you want to wake up at 3 a.m. and just open all your presents. Because, you know, of course it's about everything that's not presents. Family, togetherness, you know, every unbelievably cliche Christmas movie you've ever seen. To be honest, I've started to understand how good it is to be with family, especially when they've moved out and come back for a visit. That's nice, just to see people, you know. It sounds boring, depending on your age, I don't know. I've just matured enough to think that it's interesting. But before that, you really can't comprehend it. Even if people are trying to drive it into your brain, you can't. You can only think about the presents. I mean, you can still be happy with your family, but just, it's like Christmas and then you don't get presents when promised. You have a right to be mad at that. I mean, if they're just like, okay, we're going to get you presents, and they don't get you presents, you have a right to be mad because a promise was broken. Although, if it's a money thing and a family's struggling, please don't. Because that's just really mean. It's just like, you didn't get me a present. I'm sorry, we just don't have enough money. Maybe we can do something better next year. No, I wanted a present. You promised me one. You know, can you just imagine that? Like, they're trying to feed you, right? But when they don't get you an Arma Outcast, you flip out. Now, I guarantee, like, none of you know what that is. Fancy RC car. There's your word. It's just off-road. It's just a expensive thing that's a toy, kind of. I don't know. It's highly hobby grade. You know, it's not for little kids. Don't buy an Arma Outcast for a 4-year-old. If you do, you're dumb. Unless, of course, the 4-year-old has had enough experience and knows what he's doing with a remote control. You see, that's just one of my things. Hobbies, interests, is RCs. But guess what? That takes money. And I can't really get a job Ooh, I dodged that. I was so close. See, I can so... Oh, no. Oh, I did that same thing last time. I don't even know what I was going to say, man. I keep saying man, too. But that's just me being genuine. When I'm talking to people in real life, I say man. Despite the gender, or whatever. I really don't care. It's just... You say man, it's like, dude, I don't know. Well, I already said dude. Let's see. That gets me thinking about... Dang it. I'm getting sick of dying, and I'm getting sick of this freaking cursor. I feel like I'm playing not freely, like I'm trapped or something. Okay. I've talked a lot about Christmas. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a topic, you know? I don't want a set conversation. I don't really want to plan for this. I just want to talk and be honest and make a video and just put it on YouTube because that's what I want to do. I just want people to hear what I'm saying, and I want something to do for fun. I feel like this is, you know, it's not a bad waste of time. I'm making content. Even though I literally get 0 views, that hurts. I'll have no choice but to plug in real life. And speaking of plugging, yesterday I plugged my friend's Twitch. Today I'll plug my other friend's YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is well, it's just called Skylar Bancroft. Capital SKYLAR, capital BANCROFT. I feel the need to spell stuff because people, they find weird ways to spell things and pronounce them. Skylar Bancroft. That's how it is. He's on YouTube. His banner, I know, is some kind of red Lamborghini. I think it's an Aventador. Oh, come on, I totally crouch jumped. And his logo is a dirt bike. I think it's just somebody doing a whip on a dirt bike. I don't know. Skylar Bancroft. You know, he edits his videos pretty well. They're good quality. Sometimes better than mine, yeah. Yeah, especially right now, better than mine, because this video takes nothing. It's literally just the lowest grade, but it's something, you know. Would you rather hear from me like this sometimes, or just, I don't know. Because you know how I do my YouTube content. I do a burst of these highly edited, humorous vlogs or whatever. But yeah, I recommend going and checking him out. He's not a huge waste of your time. He uploads just about as often as I do, and we always appear in each other's vlogs. But like I said, I'm done with vlogs. I don't hate vlogs in general. It's kind of a dumb idea. It's gotten far too popular and far too overused. Like, do you know how many mindless vloggers there are? I'd say there's people like original vloggers, like people that have just been doing it for a while or just really well known, know what they're doing, know how to make it interesting. Because there's so many out there. I feel like the best vloggers to watch would be the ones that have a really interesting career, like Ryan Williams. He vlogs and just makes videos about his Nitro Circus career, which I find to be very interesting. That's a decent time to vlog. Just let people see what the life of a Nitro Circus person would be like. Or a member, I guess, Nitro Circus member. Roman Atwood, definitely one of the classics, oldest. How he'd have these streaks of, you know, he's a really good vlogger. He knew what he was doing, but now what he's doing now, like not uploading as much or whatever. Yeah. I guess Logan Paul kind of counts, but I'm gonna say his name once, and I'm going to leave it at that. I do not want to hear anything in the comments, positive or negative about him. Well, I don't know. I guess positive. I only want positive vibes coming from this video. I don't want it to be some kind of crazy rant video. Okay, I said his name once. say what you will. I really can't stop you. I can encourage you, you know, but I'm not forcing you to do anything. Which reminds me. Ooh, I'm mad now. Well, I'm not actually mad, but there's a topic where people, there's just all these, there's so many YouTubers, and look, I'm hopping right on the trend, just making all these dumb videos. I almost had it. My tongue stuck out. YouTubers these days, they beg and they plead and that's all they want is a like. Just like, share, comment. Yes, eventually that is the goal of every YouTuber. That's what you want, correct. But you don't need to sit here and tell the audience to do that every 5 seconds. And you don't need to make all these dumb challenges. Oh, if I land this water bottle flip, you gotta like it. Ew. No. It's stupid. A video, for me to like a video, it's gotta be worth it. Like, you can go look through my like videos, tell me if there's anything that doesn't belong in there. Because I believe in stuff having high value if it requires work. For example, lazy hip-hop. You have somebody making the beat, which sometimes can be really good. It can be really well composed and just have a nice rhythm, a lot of detail to it. But some rappers, like the SoundCloud ones, I don't even know how SoundCloud works or what it is. All I know is that SoundCloud rappers usually have the name Lil before their name. They dye their hair weird colors. Basically, they're all copies of Lil Pump, I guess. I don't know. Don't ask me about that. I don't know anything about SoundCloud rappers. Anyways, just their music doesn't require work. If they're rapping fast and clear, like say Eminem, you know, very famous, because he works hard. You can tell he breathes in super hard and he's got to memorize all these lyrics. I mean, someone like Lil Pump, he's still memorizing lyrics and talking pretty fast. You know, that takes skill, but it's still pure flexing. You're just saying all these dumb crap. All this dumb crap. I'm so sorry. I don't like bad grammar. You know, if you're gonna make music, it's gonna be good if you try. That's why real life bands most of the time have good music. And classics too, you know? People just I started talking about taste in music. Let's see. I listen to basically all kinds of music. Like all kinds. From screamo to dubstep to country. All that stuff. I'm not trying to say I'm the perfect I don't know, some people are just, they like people because they have good taste in music, which is dumb. Maybe if they make good music. I just believe in good music having work put into it. Like, I'll study a song and be like, yeah, they put a lot of work into this. And that's how it is. If there's a lot of work put into it, most of the time it's gonna be good. Like how unbelievably hard Nintendo's working on Smash Ultimate right now. It's beautiful and it's working because they're working hard. It's like every inspirational speaker you've ever heard. Just hard work will never cheat you. Just, I mean, it's true if you think about it. Just put it into physical labor terms, and you'll understand it perfectly. If you have like 50 people working as hard as they can building a fence, I guarantee you that fence is just going to be built just great, you know? It's just simple. The difference between a person trying and not trying, it's immense. It's crazy. So if you try and you work hard, you might just get through life. See, I don't want to say anything cliche. I'm not like afraid of cliches, I want to avoid them because otherwise this video is meaningless. Because there's already literally everything on YouTube. Not literally everything, I don't know why I have to say literally all the time. It's not true. Just a very wide range YouTube instantly became the best video watching site. I mean, I'm uploading it on it right now, and it's easy too. Okay, well, again, I'm glad this ending isn't as abrupt as the last one, but I'm gonna have to end it because it's super long. If you legit have watched the whole thing to this point, I feel like you deserve money or something, because it seems so boring. Something like, this game isn't interesting enough to really keep you watching for hours, is it? And I'm just basically subconsciously playing the whole thing. Like, I'm completely phased out. I'm not even... See? It's just simple mistakes like that. I'm just talking, so I'm like half focused on one and half focused on the other. Therefore, creating a low quality video. But although that can be improved with practice, so if I kept making videos like this, I could just become really good at playing video games and talking at the same time. But then I'd have a gaming channel. No, I don't hate gaming at all. I'm subscribed to plenty of gamers. It's just there's so many gaming channels. It's so easy. You just do something that you think is really fun that doesn't, I don't know. Like, me completing this, I feel like this is something worthy. This is the final level on Super Mario Galaxy. I've worked to get to this point, and I'm just trying to record me. You know, it's just, I don't know what kind of video this is. It's not a story time video. It's not a gaming video. It's not a story time video. It's not, you know, I think a story time video is the thing it's closest to, because I did tell stories technically. But I'm talking and playing video games. What more is there to it? You don't have to overanalyze it. It's okay. And if you watched it to this point, thank you so much. I appreciate it, because one view to me actually matters. Even one view. Especially for this video, because the last one at this point has no views. Well, everyone that uses YouTube is just getting used to seeing an interesting thumbnail and getting pulled into it. Even though we should be learning that clickbait is just a thing, and avoid everything that claims to be super interesting. If a thumbnail is in all caps, like if the title of something is in all caps for dumb reasons, then please don't watch it. I mean, I don't know, it's literally trying to get your attention. Thumbnails just piss me off so much these days. I liked it when it was just a screenshot from the video, like how these thumbnails are gonna be, because it shows you what's actually in the video, what the beef of it is, because you got like the shell, and it's like, you look at dumb videos that are like, you'll see the thumbnail of top 10 life hacks or whatever, and there's just so many, and you're thinking, what's actually in this video? What did they do that not a billion other people have done? And what's their funding? What did they put into this? What's their work? You know? And the thumbnails are so dumb. I hate life hack videos. By the way, if you're gonna know me, just know that I hate a lot of things. Which that's not why I'm making this kind of videos, so I can hate everything. I think this YouTuber that's literally called that, that's his name, that does that, I hate everything. You'll probably go subscribe to him before you do to me, but it's well worth it, because he puts an infinite amount of more effort than I do in my videos, and he has an infinite, I'm just gonna say infinite, okay? I don't care what you say. I can't even shoot the thing. His videos are way higher quality than mine, like, because he's basically like the equivalent of an editor's choice on the App Store or Google Play, whatever you use. It's just, he's like a YouTuber. If you're in the millions, most of the time you're just an official channel. But some channels have millions of subscribers that don't deserve it. Like Ryan's toy review. Basically every toy channel ever, or anything that's just stupid. Look, if a video is trying to teach you things, if it's trying to inform, if it's trying to entertain you and doing a well produced written job, you know, just like written comedy, that deserves to have millions of subscribers. But if you're buying toys and unboxing them, I don't care. No, that doesn't deserve views. It doesn't deserve subscribers. It's just mindless, absolutely nothing content for little kids to get sucked into and do nothing with. Okay, I'm pausing it because I really am ending it. You can think about all the stuff I said, you know, see if you can take any of it and use it for good. Hope you can. Just like I was trying to end the last video, don't be a douchebag. And be thankful for what you have. And be careful when you're surfing through thumbnails. Thank you so much for watching the entire freaking video, or just skipping to the end. That works too. But thanks for watching it and clicking on it in some way. And goodbye.